Have you ever felt like your mind never shuts off? Like you're stuck in a loop of regrets from the past or anxieties about the future? Well, once upon a time, a man named Eckhart Tolle sat on the edge of his bed, overwhelmed by this exact feeling, depressed, lost, and hopeless. Then, in a moment of stillness, something shifted. He heard a voice, not from outside, but from within, whisper, "I can't live with myself anymore." But then he asked, "Who is this I, and who is the self I can't live with?" That one question shattered his entire identity and opened a doorway to something deeper, a state of awareness, a state of presence, and that's where the power of now begins. Chapter 1: The Voice in Your Head. Most of us live as prisoners of our own minds. We wake up and immediately start thinking about yesterday, about tomorrow, about things that might never happen. Tolle calls this the voice in the head, and we believe every word it says. But what if that voice isn't you? What if you are the one listening? You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind those thoughts. And that awareness is where your true peace lives. Chapter 2: The Real Source of Pain. Pain isn't just caused by what happens to us, it's caused by our resistance to what happens. The more we say, "This shouldn't have happened," or "Why me?" the more we suffer. Eckhart introduces the concept of the pain body, an emotional parasite made of all our past hurt. Every time we relive old pain, we feed it. It grows stronger. But the moment you observe it, without judgment, it starts to dissolve. Because awareness is like light, and the pain body cannot survive in the light of the present. Chapter 3: The Eternal Now. The past is a memory. The future is imagination. The only thing that truly exists is now. Think about it. Have you ever experienced anything outside the present moment? Even when you remember the past, you're doing it now. Even when you worry about the future, it happens now. Tolle says, the now is the only point that can take you beyond the mind. And it's more than a moment in time, it's a dimension of consciousness. When you enter it fully, time dissolves, and so does suffering. Chapter 4: Escaping the Ego's Trap. There's a part of you that constantly wants more success, more validation, more control. That's the ego. The ego lives on comparison and identity. It says, "I am what I own," or "I am what others think of me." But the truth is, you are not your name, your job, your story. You are the awareness that sees the story unfolding. When you stop feeding the ego's need for drama, you return to presence, and that's where real power begins. Chapter 5: The Power of Presence. So how do we return to the now? It's not about doing anything fancy. Just pause and notice. Feel your breath. Feel the aliveness in your hands. Listen to the sounds around you without naming them. This is what Tolle calls presence, a state of being where the mind is silent and life is fully alive. In presence, even the simplest things become sacred. A sip of tea, a warm breeze, a smile from a stranger. When you're present, life stops being something you chase. It becomes something you experience. Chapter 6: Relationships in the Now. Most relationships are built on unconscious needs. We look for someone to fill the emptiness inside us. But that emptiness? It's not a lack of love. It's a lack of presence. When two people meet from a place of awareness, not need, something beautiful happens. There's less conflict, less blame. Because now, every trigger becomes a teacher. Every argument becomes a mirror, and love stops being a transaction. It becomes a space where two people can just be. Chapter 7: Surrendering to What Is. Here's the paradox of life. The more you resist it, the more it hurts. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving in to the flow of life as it is. Tolle says, accept, then act. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. From this place of surrender, new possibilities open. You stop fighting reality and start flowing with it. That's not weakness. That's power. Final words. The doorway within. You've been searching outside yourself for peace, success, and happiness. But what if it was never out there? What if the door was always within? The present moment is that doorway. Step into it, feel it, live it. Because now is where life truly begins. If this message touched you, share it with someone who needs it. And remember, you don't have to chase peace. You just have to stop and come home to the now.